We all have moments when we ask ourselves, are unfinished relationships, lingering regrets, and deep-seated resentments holding us back from living a meaningful life? What if you could transform your golden years into a time filled with peace, joy, and fulfillment by simply learning to let go of a few things? As we grow older, life teaches us invaluable lessons, but it also leaves behind unnecessary baggage that we unknowingly carry. Regrets, toxic relationships, and unresolved anger can drain our energy and steal away the happiness we truly deserve. These are not just psychological burdens, but also barriers that prevent us from thoroughly enjoying the beautiful moments of the present. In this video, we will explore 3 habits you need to let go of, not just to reclaim emotional freedom, but to open the door to a more serene and fulfilling life. You'll learn how to confront past regrets, identify and remove relationships that drain your energy, and overcome resentment to find peace within yourself, finally. We offer straightforward advice and practical, step-by-step guidance to help you reshape your mindset, release negative emotions, and create space for joy, love, and clarity. Imagine a life no longer weighed down by the past, where you can confidently embrace each new day with a light heart and a clear mind. This journey is not an easy one, but it's worth it. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the steps to let go of mental burdens, rebuild your relationship with yourself and those around you, and, most importantly, experience the freedom you've been searching for all along. If you're ready to turn a new chapter in your life, where each day is an opportunity to live more meaningfully, this video is the perfect gift. Stay with us until the end, because our lessons are not just theories, but practical tips that can transform how you live, feel, and love. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any future content. Your support motivates me to continue sharing valuable lessons like these. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and share it to spread the message to more people. And don't hesitate to leave a comment to let me know where you are on this journey. If you feel the content could be improved, please share your thoughts so I can adjust and bring you more relevant content. Let's work together to make the remaining years of our lives the most beautiful chapter yet, filled with peace, joy, and true freedom. Now let's start with the 3 habits you need to let go of to live a peaceful life in your golden years. The first habit is to open your heart to forgiveness to make life more beautiful. Resentment is a silent thief, gradually stealing our most precious things: inner peace, the joy of living, physical and mental health, and even our ability to feel happiness. It doesn't erupt explosively or loudly, but quietly creeps into the mind, occupying the deepest corners of the heart, often without us realizing it. In that quietness, resentment inflicts invisible yet profound wounds, shaping how we live and interact with the world. For many people, especially in adulthood, resentment stems from past hurts, harsh words, hurtful actions, or unforgettable mistakes. You might feel angry at an old friend who betrayed you, a family member who let you down, or even yourself for past errors. These emotions not only cause emotional pain, but also become a heavy burden weighing on your heart and soul every day. Sometimes, we convince ourselves that holding on to resentment is a way to protect ourselves, like armor against future harm. But in reality, resentment is not a shield. It is a chain that binds us, trapping us in a cycle of pain and hatred. Resentment can be likened to holding a burning coal, waiting to throw it at the person who hurt you. But in the end, the one who gets burned is you. Bitterness doesn't just exist in your thoughts. It seeps into your actions and how you treat those around you. It can make you cold and distant, dimming the joy and enthusiasm in your life. Beyond that, resentment manifests in your body. Prolonged stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, or even more severe health problems like chronic headaches, cardiovascular issues, or a weakened immune system. Each symptom is a clear warning that you are carrying an unnecessary burden. Even more frightening is that the longer you hold on to resentment, the heavier that burden becomes. Resentment can weaken your ability to think clearly, making you view life through a negative lens and even robbing you of the ability to enjoy the sound and meaningful moments in the present. It prevents you from forming deep connections, making you forget the simple joys that life continually offers. However, letting go of resentment does not mean denying the pain you've experienced, nor does it justify the actions of others. Letting go doesn't mean erasing painful memories or making them disappear. Instead, it is a choice to free yourself from the burden of the past, so you no longer have to live in the suffering caused by negative emotions. Forgiveness is not a gift for the person who hurt you. It is a gift you give to yourself. It is a courageous act to reclaim your inner peace, emotional freedom, and the opportunity to heal the wounds in your soul. Forgiveness does not change the past, but it changes how you perceive the present and the future. It opens up a new path, allowing you to let go of past suffering and live a lighter, more meaningful life. Letting go of resentment is not just about liberating your soul. It is about creating space for love, joy, and true harmony. This journey is not easy, but it is undoubtedly worth it. Forgiveness is not only a gift you give to others, but also the most precious gift you can give to yourself. It's all too easy to become your own harshest critic, replaying past mistakes in your mind like a broken record. You might blame yourself for poor decisions, missed opportunities, or relationships that didn't turn out as you hoped. But the truth is, you did the best you could at the time based on the circumstances and knowledge you had then. Remember, no one can make perfect decisions in a constantly changing world, which does not diminish your worth. It's time to stop holding yourself to unrealistic and unattainable standards. Instead, embrace that you tried your best with what you had. Perfection has never been a requirement for a meaningful life. What matters is that you made an effort and learned from those experiences. Forgiving yourself is the key to unlocking healing and emotional freedom. It is treating yourself with compassion and kindness, just as you would comfort a dear friend when they make a mistake. This journey begins with acknowledging the pain. Don't avoid it or pretend it doesn't exist. Take a moment to tell yourself, "It happened and hurt me, but it does not define who I am, and it no longer controls my life." When you dare to face the pain directly, you not only acknowledge its reality, but also allow yourself to feel it and understand that it is just a chapter in the long story of your life, not the entire book. This is an essential step, because only when you acknowledge the pain can you begin the process of moving past it. But acknowledgement alone is not enough. You must take the next step, choosing forgiveness. Forgiveness is not an emotion that arises instantly, nor is it something that happens overnight. It is a decision you make, a commitment you undertake for yourself. Throughout this process, remember that forgiveness does not mean excusing mistakes or denying the hurt you've experienced. Instead, it is a liberation you grant yourself, to no longer be imprisoned by the past. It is how you create space within your soul to welcome the joy, peace, and happiness you truly deserve. Forgiveness doesn't just heal wounds. It gives birth to a new you, more substantial, more filled with love and gratitude. Above all, it is a reminder that you are worthy of love from others and, most importantly, yourself. The final step in letting go of resentment is changing how you perceive your story. This is the time to shift your perspective, from seeing pain as a burden that breaks you to viewing it as a lesson that has made you grow and become stronger. Your challenges are not evidence of weakness, but the most evident proof of your resilience, perseverance, and ability to succeed. View those wounds as chapters in the story of your life. Chapters you have overcome, not ones that define who you are forever. Scars on your body or soul are not symbols of failure. They are badges of survival. They tell the story of your strength and endurance, of how you stood firm in the face of life's challenges. Each scar is a reminder that while you have endured pain, you were not destroyed by it. Instead of feeling ashamed or bitter about the past, take pride in the fact that you have overcome it. To truly let go, imagine resentment as a heavy suitcase you've been carrying on life's journey. This suitcase is filled with painful memories, unresolved hurt, and unspoken anger. It doesn't just wear you down physically, but also erodes your mental health day by day. Now, picture yourself setting that suitcase down. Slowly, gently, but decisively. That is the feeling of freedom when you let go of burdens that no longer serve you. Forgiveness cannot change what happened in the past, but it completely transforms how you experience the present and the future. When you let go of resentment, you create space for joy, love, and peace to re-enter your life. You'll feel your heart grow lighter, making room for the good things you deserve. Don't let the wounds of the past continue to steal the joy and meaning of the present. Your life is a gift, and it is far too precious to be wasted on unnecessary negative emotions. Resentment has no place in your future, a future that you can choose to live with peace, freedom, and fulfillment. The second habit: let go of the past to move forward with a lighter heart. Letting go of regrets is one of the most significant challenges we face, but it is also one of the most liberating steps in finding peace as we grow older. We have moments in life that we wish we could do differently. Poor decisions, unspoken words, or opportunities that slipped away and will never return. These regrets often feel like an invisible anchor, tying us to a past that no longer serves or benefits us in the present. It's all too easy to become stuck in the loop of what ifs, or if only. We replay scenarios in our minds, imagining how different life might have been if we had chosen another path. But the truth is, no one can change the past, no matter how much they wish to. Obsessing over and clinging to what has happened only robs us of the chance to appreciate the present and embrace the beauty surrounding us. The most important thing we need to realize is this: regret does not have to be a burden. Instead, it can be an opportunity for growth and learning. Regret is proof that we cared, that we lived fully, and that we felt deeply. It reflects the values we hold dear and the aspirations we nurture. Rather than allowing regret to become a chain, see it as a teacher offering valuable lessons, if only we are brave enough to face it and listen. Try to view each regret not as a source of shame or guilt, but as a part of your life story that has made you stronger. Every regret holds hidden lessons that can only be unlocked when you ask yourself, what have I learned from this experience? How has this regret shaped the person I am today? When you shift your perspective, regret loses its power to control you and becomes a stepping stone for moving forward. To do this, try reflecting on your regrets with objectivity. You might realize that even the decisions you once considered your worst mistakes have led you to precious moments, meaningful relationships, or unexpected opportunities. While you can't change what has happened, you can choose how to perceive it and carry the lessons forward to live a better life in the present and future. Imagine each regret as a heavy stone you've placed in a backpack you carry on your shoulders. The more stones you take, the more exhausted you become, making it harder to move forward. But when you start facing each stone, understanding its value, and letting it go, you'll feel a profound sense of relief and freedom. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting the past. It means learning to accept it and no longer allowing it to control you. Regret is not the enemy. It is an essential part of every human journey. It teaches us humility, empathy, and the ability to forgive ourselves. When you see it in this light, you'll realize that each regret contributes to shaping a better version of yourself. Life is not always perfect, But it is these imperfections that bring meaning and true value to the journey we are on. When we look back on our regrets through the lens of maturity and self-awareness, they no longer serve as shackles holding us back. Instead, they become doors that open to liberation and valuable lessons. Rather than viewing mistakes or missed opportunities as failures, we can start to see them as indispensable pieces of the puzzle that is our life's journey. Pieces that have helped shape the person we are today. Be honest with yourself. No one lives a perfect life. No one can go back and say they made every decision correctly, always spoke the wisest words, or seized every opportunity that came their way. Regardless of success or failure, we all have stumbled, made mistakes, and wished we could have done things differently at certain moments. Such moments are not proof of weakness, but reminders that we are alive, living a life full of emotions, choices, and lessons learned from experience. However, there is a truth we often forget. Perfection is merely an illusion. It is a construct we create when we look back on the past with the perspective of the present, where we are more mature, knowledgeable, and experienced. When reflecting on the past, we tend to judge ourselves by higher standards than we could meet. But the truth is, the person you were at that moment, the one who made those decisions or missed those opportunities, did the best they could with what they knew and had at the time. They acted based on their circumstances, emotions, and understanding. And that was enough. Ask yourself this: if you could go back, would you truly have done better when faced with the same pressures, emotions, and limited information as before? The answer is often no. We cannot expect unrealistic perfection from ourselves. Even if we relived that moment, we might still make mistakes. This is not a reason to blame yourself, but rather a reminder that it is okay to be imperfect. Hold this truth with compassion and empathy for yourself. Acknowledge that you did your best with the available knowledge and resources. You learned and grew from those mistakes, even if they didn't achieve the desired outcome. The lessons you've gained make you better in the present and equip you with deeper insight to face challenges in the future. When viewed through a positive lens, regret is no longer a source of suffering, but becomes an essential part of personal growth. It helps you recognize the value of failure, the power of resilience, and the importance of perseverance. Cherish those moments, not because they were perfect, but because they are a testament to your vitality and courage on the journey of being human. By doing so, you not only release the burdens of the past, but also open the door to living a more fulfilling life in the present and future. The moment you let go, you feel the weight lift from your shoulders, your chest expand, and your breath grow deeper and lighter. That is the feeling of freedom, the liberation when you decide to release the regrets that once weighed heavily on your soul. Letting go of regret does not mean forgetting the past or denying what happened. Instead, it is a choice to no longer let past pain control or define the person you are today. It is a decisive act of releasing the what could have been to fully embrace the what is in your present life. It is not denial, but a reaffirmation that you can take ownership of your happiness and no longer be held captive by what has already passed. However, letting go of regret is not a magical moment that happens instantly. It is a process that requires time and patience, a journey of small but meaningful steps. The first step is to acknowledge the regrets you are carrying. Don't try to push them aside or pretend they don't exist. Instead, take a moment to sit with yourself, confront those feelings, and allow yourself to fully experience them. Facing regret is not easy. It can be painful and even feel like reopening old wounds. But only by acknowledging them can you begin the journey of healing and moving forward. It takes courage to look directly at past mistakes without judgment, to recognize that they do not define you, but are merely a small part of the longer story of your life. Once you've acknowledged your regrets, the next step is to make peace with them. This is a crucial step in bringing deep healing to your soul. Take the time to write down the things you regret the most. Put them on paper, every word, every feeling, so you can see them. Then, ask yourself, what have I learned from these experiences? How have these mistakes shaped the person I am today? As you uncover the valuable lessons hidden within the pain, you will find that regret is no longer a burden. Instead, it becomes a quiet teacher, imparting wisdom about humility, compassion, and the power of self-forgiveness. On the journey of letting go, regret will gradually lose its power over you. It will no longer be a chain holding you back, but become an essential part of your growth, making you stronger and more prepared to live a fulfilling life. Remember, letting go does not mean abandoning the past. It means freeing yourself to live better in the present and build a hopeful future. And that is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Focus your attention on the present, the only moment you truly have. The past is gone and unchangeable, but the present is a precious gift within your reach. So, what can you do today to bring joy, create meaning, and nurture the person you are becoming? This is the most important question, for every moment in the present lays the foundation for your future. Think about how you can use this moment to do something positive for yourself or those around you. Perhaps it's making a phone call to mend a relationship, taking a small step toward a goal, or simply allowing yourself the peace needed to appreciate the beauty of a new day. Remember, the most beautiful pages in your life story are yet to be written. The future is waiting for you to shape it, and you are the author of it. You have the power to decide what the next chapters will hold. Will they be filled with regret, or will they overflow with growth, joy, and meaning? You deserve to live the rest of your life with a light heart, free from the burdens of what could have been. The past may have shaped who you are today, but it does not have the right to control you. Your mistakes and failures do not define you. They are merely part of the journey that has helped you grow stronger, wiser, and more ready to face whatever lies ahead. Now is the time to let go of what no longer serves you, to make room in your mind and heart for better things. See today as a fresh start, an opportunity to rewrite your story. No matter how many seasons you've lived, creating a meaningful and fulfilling life is never too late. Each new day brings countless opportunities to give, feel, and experience. Open your heart to them, whether they are small or grand. Imagine life as a garden, and you are the gardener. You can pull out the weeds, regrets, sorrow, and resentment to make room for the flowers of peace, joy, and hope. It is a task that requires patience, but with each step, every small action brings you closer to a vibrant and beautiful garden. Allow yourself to savor each moment, every breath, and every ray of sunlight in the present, for these are the things that truly give life its meaning. Life is not a race, but a journey. You can choose how you experience it. Let today be the day you begin walking forward with courage, compassion, and a desire to grow. Don't hesitate to let go of what no longer serves you, because these things do not define who you are. Instead, focus on building a life you are proud of, a life filled with peace, joy, and all the good things still waiting for you. Life is waiting for you. Embrace it with all your passion and love. There's no need to rush, no need for perfection. Simply immerse yourself in each moment with sincerity. This is your opportunity to live fully, to love yourself and the world around you, and to write the next beautiful chapters of your story. Habit number 3, let go of meaningless relationships and invest time in those who truly matter. As we grow older, life becomes clearer than ever before. The fog that once obscured our vision, making it difficult to distinguish right from wrong, gradually dissipates. We begin to see people, circumstances, and even ourselves more clearly. Over time, We realize that not all relationships are meant to last forever. No matter how meaningful they once were, some eventually become burdensome, draining our energy, disrupting our inner peace, and limiting our ability to grow. It is so difficult to let go of relationships that no longer serve us for many reasons. It could be deeply ingrained habits, guilt at the thought of walking away, or the fear of loneliness. The fear that if we let go, we may never find another connection to replace it. But the undeniable truth is that sometimes holding on to such relationships is no different from clinging to a tightening rope, one that causes us pain. Letting go is not selfish or harboring resentment. It is an act of self-love, choosing peace, mental well-being, and joy as your top priorities. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever left a conversation or a meeting with someone feeling drained, as if all your energy had been sucked out? Perhaps it's a friend who is always absorbed in their problems, constantly complaining, but rarely listening or showing concern for you. Or maybe a family member often makes sharp, critical remarks that feel more like judgment than constructive feedback, leaving you feeling inadequate or unworthy. Their words and actions may not overtly seem negative, but they leave you with a lingering sense of depletion, a quiet, emotional ache that's hard to articulate. Letting go of relationships that no longer nourish you does not mean denying the value they once brought into your life. Instead, it is a conscious choice to prioritize your peace and mental health. You have the right to choose relationships that deserve your energy and affection. Remember, a healthy relationship enriches your life. It doesn't leave you empty or exhausted. And sometimes, loving yourself means letting go to create space for better things to come into your life. Letting go means understanding that, to protect your heart and soul, sometimes you must set boundaries, or even create distance from those you once loved or had deep connections with. This is not an easy decision, but it is a necessary step to regain balance and joy in your life. However, some relationships are like weeds in a garden. They quietly invade, draining the energy you need to thrive, overshadowing your joy, and stifling the growth of the beautiful flowers in your life. Weeds don't invade loudly or obviously. They often appear subtly, slowly, and gradually spread if left unchecked. When you don't remove them, they take over, leaving your garden barren, lifeless, and ultimately no longer a place that nourishes your spirit. To allow your garden to bloom and maintain its beauty, you must be willing to remove the weeds, even if it requires courage and determination. This doesn't mean denying the value those relationships once brought. Perhaps they were a source of encouragement and emotional support at a certain point in your life. But if they no longer serve your growth today, letting go is not an act of abandonment, but liberation, allowing you to create space for new, more positive relationships that bring peace and deeper meaning into your life. Understand that creating distance or ending a relationship does not mean you hate or resent them. It simply means you love and value yourself enough to prioritize peace, joy, and positive energy. By doing so, you declare that you deserve a better life without unnecessary burdens. This is a way to protect yourself and a gift to those around you, because a happier, lighter version of yourself will bring greater value to the world. As we conclude today's journey, take a moment to reflect on the things we've shared. What have you discovered about letting go of resentment and choosing forgiveness? Was there an idea that resonated with you or inspired you to make a change? I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Talk about a lesson you've learned and how you plan to apply it to improve your life. Remember, every step you take to free yourself from the past and embrace peace is a significant decision toward a brighter future. If you found this video helpful, don't hesitate to leave a comment, hit the like button, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Your support motivates us to continue creating inspiring content to help you live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Thank you for watching. Always remember that peace is not something that happens by chance. It is a choice you can make today.